Hi guys. Oh, that might be a little bit close. That work? All right, cool. We're live. So, I already have a full face of makeup on. So we're not doing our makeup today. I just wanted to come in here and provide space for us to hang out together, an open forum for us to come in here and talk about the coronavirus, about our thoughts on the coronavirus, about our emotions, and just kind of what's going on in our lives and in the world, and just with everything that's going on. Just come in here and have a conversation and hold space for you guys and provide space for you guys. So one of the things that I am doing, just in how I want to show up for you, because if you don't know what I do outside of YouTube, or I guess in addition to YouTube, is I run a business that's focused on helping women implement habits, daily habits that give you both immediate and sustainable anxiety relief. And so with all of the anxiety and panic and angst in the world right now, I am really taking inventory of how I can show up for you guys. And one of the ways that I'm doing that is online in my Facebook community. Every single day in there, I'm going live and talking about a different topic. So today I talked about crystals for stress relief and anxiety relief. I just implemented in that group a 40-day meditation challenge. I am teaching a live free Kundalini yoga and meditation class tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Central on my Kundalini community YouTube channel. So if you want a space to hang out and to get a lot of really good content during everything that's going on, my Fear Fighters group is a really good one to join. Hi Amberly, how are you? Evening to me, morning to you. But I have that link, the Fear Fighters link to my Facebook group, in every single Facebook, in every single video on this channel. So you can click over, and then I can't put anything in here like in the description bar or anything while I'm on live, or if you can, I haven't figured out how to do that, or maybe I just haven't because it's on my phone, so it's harder to like do it and plan it. But yeah, I wanted to just come on here, and I may come on here in the future. I'm exhausted, been awake all day running errands. Are you working tonight? Off tonight. Nice. I'm used to Facebook Live, so I don't know how much of a lag YouTube Live has. But I encourage you to join that group and take advantage of some of the content that I'm posting in there, because on this YouTube channel, I still want to post makeup videos and beauty videos. And yes, I posted a topic all about the coronavirus, not yesterday, but I think it was the day before, Saturday maybe, something around there. And I wanted to just talk about it and lead you over to my other channel where I'm posting meditations and posting yoga sets and going live to teach free yoga classes. So if you're not already a subscriber of that channel, definitely go check it out. But this community is really where I'm posting a lot of content. But on YouTube, I want to come on here and do lives, open forum style, and just have a conversation with you guys about what's going on in the world and what our emotions and our feelings are around that, and just to talk about it, because I think it's important, especially with what I do and what I specialize in with anxiety relief. There's just so much of that in the world right now, and I think that we need to show up for each other and take care of ourselves and take care of each other. And so that's what I want to do with this space over this next little bit. Not little bit, it might be a while, but I want to do that. So what question do I want to ask you guys? So first, just to keep it lighthearted, because I feel like there's so much heavy things happening in the world. What is the show that you're currently binging? Like, what are you watching right now? My sister asked us if we had ever watched or started Outlander, and we haven't. So that may be happening. I don't know. I'm in a really big Project Runway binge, personally. I'm really liking Project Runway a lot. But what else are you guys watching? I feel like if people aren't already subscribed to Netflix, Outlander, I had to pause to jump on here. Oh, you're watching Outlander? Okay, maybe we'll have to check it out. Is it scary? I don't like scary shows. Or like really angsty shows. Like make you nervous shows. Lots of tension shows. I really got off the like Scandal, How to Get Away with Murder, Pretty Little Liars train a few years ago because I was just too angsty for me. Even though they were all really good. What was the other one I was thinking of? Riverdale. Riverdale got really intense, you guys. I don't remember what season I was in when I stopped watching Riverdale. I mean, it's good, but it was intense. I was like, I'm not watching this anymore. And I don't like just comedies. Like, I do like dramas, but I don't like anything, like, kind of crazy. I don't know. Outlander is a romantic period drama with some comedy and sexy accents. Oh, okay, I'm in for that, for sure. Yeah. I'm getting a lot of Outlander, like, you should try it, so I'm thinking that's probably going to be next. But tell me what shows you guys are watching, and then just like tell me what's happening in your mind and in your life in regards to this. I know a lot of us are self-quarantining, so we're just at home chilling, hanging out, either working from home or not working. And I think that there's a lot of anxiety around that. I think the things that I'm hearing in my community, a lot of anxiety over getting the virus, for sure, on people that they love getting the virus and like not responding well, so having pre-existing conditions or being elderly or anything like that, on like running out of potential of running out of like hospital room and medical things, trying not to let anxiety take over. Yeah, it's important. I think I keep saying over and over and over again that just like the virus and fear and panic and hysteria are contagious, so is love and joy and happiness. And my goal is to help everybody do things daily that are going to really relieve that anxiety. I'm still working at the cafe though, just shorter hours. I gotcha. Yeah, and I think too, when our routine is like all disrupted and we're either like home a lot more or we're not working at all, it can really send us into spirals of like, when are we gonna be working again? Could we lose our jobs? Could we go into a economic recession? Could like, I am really struggling, like with schools closing and like them, I can't stand the idea of people going hungry. It's like something that I really want to work towards philanthropically and work really volunteer time and money for, because the idea that like people and kids could go hungry is like really really sad to me. I can't stand it. Sorry, I'm gonna like scroll up here. My husband works for YMCA and luckily he's still getting paid. I was worried. Yeah, that's really great. And really, I've gone through a mixed emotions. Today was frustration and not being able to buy the foods I wanted. I just wanted to grab my normal week of food. I don't want to feed into the food hoarding issue. Yeah. My sister-in-law had to postpone her wedding. I know, one of our friends had to postpone their wedding. And then one of my parents' friends had to postpone her wedding. And yeah, I mean, graduations are being missed, sporting events, concerts, like weddings. So much is happening and so much is changing. And I know that for me, one of the things that I'm really trying to focus on is controlling the controllables. So what that means to me is sticking with my routines, my meditation practice specifically, continuing my days like working like normal. And I work from home, so my routine hasn't been disrupted as much as some people's, for sure. But like, I am an extrovert, and so getting out and being social is something that I really like to do. So I'm really wanting to connect with you guys online, which is why we're gonna do more of these YouTube videos. It's why I'm doing so much connection in my Facebook group. So if you guys have not joined it, just search #FearFighters on Facebook and come and join that group. Come and join it. It's got loads of free content. 3 books that changed my life. Tips to turn a bad day around. Today I talked about crystals for anxiety relief. I mean, I'm going live every single day in there and talking to these people, and I'm uploading loads of free content just to serve and to help and to try to help you alleviate some of that stress. I got an email from work saying our biggest group canceled their stay at the resort in April because of this. Yeah, I mean, gosh, I know so many things are getting canceled and being affected. We're all being affected. Everyone is affected by this. Absolutely. And I'm curious, like, your emotions around this, guys. Like, anger, frustration, disappointment, sadness, confusion, like angst, stress. I ordered a few new crystals today after the live. Good. I actually feel really called to look at some of my favorite shops that I posted for you guys and look for maybe a couple for me too, because I'm really feeling pulled towards a couple other ones. So I think I'm going to do that as well. But I want to know too if this is helpful for you. If you want to come on here and if you want to chat about this, all I want to do is help you guys. I want to help everybody get through this, and part of that, like, is bringing people together and connecting for myself and for all of you, and continuing to provide tools that are going to help you with anxiety and the stress, because it's crazy to believe, but really this is the beginning, and we have to establish these new routines from home that are going to make us feel normal and make us feel fulfilled and happy and mentally resilient, and I want to facilitate that. I work in EMS, and this has been very stressful. Oh, I can't even believe it. And thank you for everything that you do. I mean, that's such an important job, and our medical, like, providers and doctors and nurses and people that work in EMS and EMT and, like, firefighters and ambulance operators and emergency response teams, and just, I mean, all of those people that are exposed to this all of the time right now. I mean, I can't imagine how stressful that is, especially if they have young kids, and definitely sending, like, so much love and good thoughts and prayers to them too. And I think we're going to see, I really do believe that despite the chaos of this and the panic, I think that we're going to see a really good side of humanity that we haven't seen in a long time from a lot more people. And that part is going to be inspiring. It doesn't make this stuff easier, but I think that it can offer hope and faith and love. And, you know, I just like, hey, from Cajun country, who is that? Hi, Dina. Hi, Michael. Hi, everybody. Hi, Leah. Hi, everybody who's joining live. Say hello when you guys join. We're just talking about, the coronavirus and, like, how this is impacting us and what our thoughts and feelings are. But I think that having faith and having hope and trusting and knowing the precautions and being informed and being prepared, but also then being able to let go of the fear and the panic is important. It's really important for our mental health and our overall wellness. And I know there are a lot of people doing a lot of really cool things, like think about all the online businesses. It's my grandma and my aunt live together. My aunt works for CVS and still has to work. I've been trying to get her to stay in the house. Oh, sorry. Because we're all self-quarantining here. Please send good vibes. Sending lots. I went through Hurricane Katrina. This is coming close. Yeah, it is. It's wild. We've never experienced anything like this in our lifetime. And it was like the coronavirus and COVID-19. And I feel like with the measures that have been taken and shutting everything down and all this stuff, we're going to refer to it in the future as the virus. That's what I keep thinking about, which is wild because I feel like that's something you hear about in the movies, right? Like the virus. And we are being forced to slow down and to go inward and to focus on how we can help ourselves and help each other. And I think that the world is taking a massive pause. And as much as we want to fight it and be mad at it and be scared of it, I think we have to lean into it because it really is our only option. It's probably going to be in the history books. Yeah. The panic and the level of anxiety certainly reminds me a lot of 9/11. And I was in 8th grade when that happened. I do think we're going to see positive environmental impacts. I think we're going to see the decrease in CO2 emissions. I'm mostly worried about the outcome than the virus. Like, do you mean death toll? Or do you mean like on the economy, on the like the lives of people that are like out of work, not being paid, on like what are you referring to specifically, on like schools and how all that's going to be impacted? And but yeah, it's, call it like it is, guys. Economic and changes within the country. Yeah, it is wild, because when I start to feel like, not that I have my head is wrapped around it by any means, but when I like really get in it and think about it, the craziest thing to me is like, this really is the beginning. And it is scary to think about how many jobs could be at risk and how many companies could close, and think about like just unemployment and the potential of a recession, and just like, I mean, yeah, it just, that part is crazy for sure. And then the impact this is having on, like, think about people that are in really bad living conditions, and the people that aren't going to be able to pay the rent or afford groceries, or it's just, and there was a law that was just passed, and I'm not sure, like, don't quote me on this, because I don't know if it's been revisited, because I haven't seen the news today at all. I haven't had the TV on. But I believed, in order to qualify for food stamps at this point, like, there was just a bill that was passed that you have to work 20 hours. I'm hoping they revisit that. Take this time to do the things you wish you had more time to do. Yeah, I think that's a really great mindset to have. I totally agree with you there. I read a lot of like memes and different things on that topic specifically, and on how like now is a good time to like read that book, start that YouTube channel, you know, whatever. Those things that you've been wanting to do, paint more, do macrame, sell something that, like, sell your passion on Etsy, whatever it is that you've been wanting to do. Absolutely, yeah. But it is like a crazy time for that, because the uncertainty in finances on all of that. Take the time to also reach out to people and check up on them, since you are usually very busy. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's a great point. I think like I said earlier too, I think that we are going to see this like shift in humanity. I think that we're going to be checking in with each other more. I think that we're going to see a lot of compassion and empathy from each other, from our fellow like Americans and humans, just humans, not even Americans, humans. And people are going to be, I mean, really realizing, like internalizing that we really are the same. We're all one, and we're all experiencing this together. Like, we can actually say that, like, we are all in this together. I know we say that a lot, right? At different times, like when we're going through anxious periods, but truly with this, like, we are all quarantined. We are all experiencing similar emotions. I think this is going to bring us together. I agree. I absolutely agree with you. It doesn't make it any less hard, and that's just the reality of it, 100%. But we can't change or alter what's happening, or like predict or control what's happening with the coronavirus. But what we can change is our response to it and our mindset around it. And I think we have to keep working on positive thinking and doing things that pull us towards that. And that's why I'm like full force into creating content for you guys, like free meditations, free yoga classes, going live every day to talk about different topics that are beneficial. I feel that way. It's weird how they are on the social distancing. I feel that way. It's weird how they are. Oh, wait. I'm not sure what you mean, Dina, but if you want to, like, or Dinah, sorry if it's Dinah or Dina, if you want, oh, they are pushing social distancing. Yeah, I think like that. I know, like, there's like the flattening of the curve. So, like, you know, I think the reason that we're social distancing is just because there are so many people that won't ever show symptoms of this, but it's so highly contagious that if we don't social distance, we can put so many more people at risk, and it's going to go on for longer. So like flattening the curve means like usually it would like go like spike, and we're trying to like really make that impact a lot less and take care of each other, which is social distancing means that like we have to think about other people. Like social distancing is about being selfless and staying home. It really is. Like yeah. I mean, and for some people, it's not like if you're working, you know, and you have to be working, and your work's not shut down or whatever. But social distancing, like the idea of it, the concept of it, is like pretty selfless. Like you've got to make that decision to look after yourself, your family, and everybody else in this world. Because like I'm 32 years old, my husband's 29, my daughter's 1, and if we get it, we could show symptoms, we could not show symptoms, but either way, like we're not willing to contribute to that. Like we want to stop this as fast as we can, especially when you think like you have to think of all the other implications, like on the people that aren't going to be working, that aren't going to be able to like afford food, and just like the local businesses that are going to suffer and all of that. And so you have to just think so far beyond you with this. It's not about like you getting the virus. It doesn't matter if it's just going to feel like a cold to you. It's about everybody else that is at risk with this, and we don't have a vaccine for it. The potential that it could get so much bigger, and then we could be in social quarantine even longer. Like social distancing, like the reason that we're doing that too is to flatten the curve and shorten this and try to get rid of it as fast as we can. Is we don't want, you know, hospitals not having enough capacity, not having enough medical equipment. Like there are going to be like medical concerns outside of this virus, but you look at Italy and you look at Spain and you look at countries who like didn't react fast enough, and where they are right now, like we don't want to be in that position. And so social distancing is like the reason. Like panic isn't good, but overreaction is. Like the reason that this is happening, at least that's what I believe, the reason that this is happening is because, what did I say? What was I just saying? I was just reading comments. That happens. I think I was talking about like social distancing and why we're doing it is to not have those like major influxes of it, and so that we can like manage it while it's happening instead of being completely overrun our medical field, because like then, you know, all those people can get it, and then, you know, you just it's definitely like a scary time. Let me read what was happening up here. Someone I went to school with said she went to Puerto Rico literally 4 days ago, and she says, don't let Corona run your life. I lost some respect for her, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, I think some people are being really flippant about it, and that's unfortunate because we all do have like do have a big impact on how this plays out. I was in the medical field, and I'm waiting to see if this is being overhyped. The thing is that we won't know until like way further into the future, and I just think that with what we know about other countries, it makes I'm not challenging it at this point. Like we'll know more later, but I'm not willing to like risk other people and myself and my family to like find that out, basically. And I like say to anybody that can, like social distance, self quarantine, and quarantine. I mean, it's not even necessarily self. Like I live in Minnesota, everything is shut down here pretty much, but there hasn't been like a national shutdown yet. So, and we'll see about that. But well, guys, I think I'm gonna hop off here. This was a good conversation. I hope this was helpful. I'm gonna leave these live streams up, so they'll stay on my YouTube channel, and you can feel free to leave other comments. And I implore you guys to join the Fear Fighters community. I will also put it in the description bar after I end this live video. But thank you for joining me on here and hanging out live and giving your feedback and sharing how you're feeling and what you're thinking about. I think it's important to have some open dialogue around this. So if you guys like it, give it a thumbs up, and I'll keep coming on here and having these. Yeah, so I love you guys. Mwah. Have a really great night. Stay safe, stay healthy, and also stay happy. Okay, bye guys.